dreamers, and welcome back to Perla's Dreams. Cancer, Leo, Cusp, this is your reading. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever resonates and please leave the rest. Cancer, Leo, Cusp, you are the gossip central this month. And I know some of you are like, oh, I don't gossip, girl. Boy, if you don't stop lying to yourself. Anyways, and the reason why I say that is because I don't necessarily. Hold on, I'm looking for something. It's not necessarily that you are gossiping around about people, right? So when I say gossip central, it's not that you're going out talking about people, but everyone, for whatever the reason, is coming to you and is gossiping about everybody. Like, I mean, you're finding out people's like dirty little secrets. You're finding out like who's cheating on who's having a kid, all of this stuff. It's like it's not just coming from like your family, it's also coming from like friends. And whatever, this energy feels very weird, because it's kind of like, okay, why is everybody coming to me with all of this? And what you have to understand, there's a purpose for this, right? These individuals that are coming to you talking about other people are people that you have been questioning their loyalty, right? So like, is this somebody that I can trust? Is this somebody that I can confide in? Is this somebody that is loyal or whatever? Like, whether, you know, they're friends or family members. So by them disclosing other people's secrets or other people's hardship or whatever, and the way that they communicate that to you, you're able to see exactly everyone's true colors, and then you're able to, and it's gonna sound horrible, but you're gonna be able to place them where it is that they belong in your life, right? So even though it may seem kind of like, oh, you know, all of these people trust me, but do they really? They may trust you, but are they trustworthy? Is the question. Because if you find out about another family's member's hardship, or another person, or, you know, a friend or whatever, and the first thing that you do is call somebody else to gossip about it, right? Because we're not talking about like one family member calling another one and saying, hey, did you hear so and so's child is in the hospital, or did you hear so and so passed? That is different from gossiping, right? Well, what we're talking about is like, oh, did you hear so and so's wife cheated on him and she got pregnant? Can you believe that? If I was him, I would be doing this, I'll be doing that, da 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 da. He's such a simp. This is like, that is what I'm talking about, gossiping, right? So you're not contributing anything other than taking your time, right, to talk about someone else's misfortune. So this is why this is happening. This is why these people are coming towards you. I feel that you have been questioning certain people's loyalty, or where certain people should be in your life, meaning who you can talk to about what and things like that. So it's kind of like, during this time, again, Spirit is going to make it very clear for you. Moving along from that, there is this, excuse me, guys. There's something that is falling into place for you. Something is falling into place, but it's weird because it's like you don't see it coming. Um, this may have to do with finances, and what I mean by that is, maybe you did your tax return and you were supposed to pay a certain amount, or you were supposed to get back a certain amount, but there was a miscalculation is what I'm picking up. So you're getting money back. So like, let's say if you have to pay like $15,000, you had to pay $15,000 back in back taxes, right? And there was like a miscalculation or something like that, and now it's like they're refunding you back 6,000 because you didn't owe the whole 15. You know what I'm saying? So it's something in that aspect of like, someone took more than what they should have, but they're returning what the difference is. Um, so take that however it may apply in your life. I know it's annoying that I'm drinking, guys, and I'm sorry, but I need some fluids in me. Especially because I be recording for hours and the talking, I need to definitely drink. So let's see. Now, this is going to be for very few of you. These are for you that are going down like a spiritual path where you're going to be making a career or something at a spiritual path. There's something about, um, there's something very prevalent within your own path that has to do with like skeletons and like death, the process of dying or whatever it is within that space. The reason why this is coming up is like some of you have been questioning whether to study about like, you know, death and like the green reaper, is it right, the guy that always comes up with the cloak trying to come and get you, death trying to come and get you, right? And skeletons, like there has been some there's been a part of you and aspects of you that has kind of like hint away from learning about that because is so as quote unquote seen like, you know, as something dark or whatever it is. But there is what I want to say is learning about something doesn't necessarily mean practicing something, right? So again, there is a part of your own spiritual path, whatever that is, whether you're going, I don't know if you're gonna like if you're a medium or whatever it is that you do, whatever you do within the spiritual realm, right? That implies to your work has a lot to do with like literally I'm seeing like a skeleton and I'm seeing death. And it's like you're not to shy away from learning. It is going to be up to you. It's going to be your choice at the end of the day whether you want to practice something or not. But there's something very prevalent about the knowledge behind death and like skeletons or whatever when it comes to like rituals and things like that, that it is very important for you to learn. So for those of you that have been having a hesitation when it comes to that, I guess this is where it comes in. There's also the tree of life is also coming up for you guys. Again, I feel like this reading is more for those, is gearing a lot to like a lot of learning materials, certain things that within the occult, let's put it this way, that you have been trying to like dip your finger, like your feet in. I want to say fingers because like I don't know why, because I literally feel somebody kind of like touching something and then I no, 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 I shouldn't. It's like no, 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 I shouldn't. um but it's like it is, I feel like you need to hear that it is okay for you to learn. It is okay for you to seek knowledge. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what is coming through with that. I feel like you guys just wanted like a confirmation, and for those of you that find this message, then that is your confirmation. I know it's annoying. Um, oh, those of you that are, whether you are in a relationship or not, there is, and I feel like it's not your partner's friend. There's a friend of yours. There's a friend of yours whose partner likes you. It's kind of like a little obsessive energy that I'm picking up. So to me, again, this is just an example, right? You are friends, you know, you're a female, you're friends with a female, and her husband, her significant other likes you and kind of like stalks your little like Facebook or Instagram or, you know, your social media or whatever. Or you're constantly like running into this person like at random places, like I don't know, it's weird. I would just be careful with this person is what I'm trying to say. Um because the energy that is coming from this individual is a little obsessive. And again, it can be vice versa. Like, you can be a guy who has a friend whose wife likes you or is obsessed with you, and like they have made jokes or comments like, oh, if I would have met you first, and this, and like those type of things. Like, they tend to be very subtle, and like you may have been questioning, like, wait, am I getting like mixed signals or something like this, or this, like, are they really trying to like let me know that they're interested? um so again, yes, whoever this person is interested, and there seems to be like this, you're being told to keep your distance, um to try to keep your distance away from this person, because I do feel that this person is going to bluntly come on to you, and the minute that you reject them, because of fear that you are going to tell your partner, they're going to go ahead and tell their partner and your partner that you came on to them. So again, this seems like a very sticky, ugly situation. So for whoever it is that is in a situation like that, please pay very much attention. Try avoiding being alone with this person. Try, like, if this person reaches out through text or like through social media, like, ignore it, delete it, whatever. Like, because it almost feels like there's like this trap or whatever that is being built or formed within that space. All right, let me just check the time, guys. All right. So just an FYI, if you guys hear the dogs barking, I am going to try to edit it if I remember. But my kids, my youngest will be home soon, because there is a half day today. And when I say my youngest, yeah, they're they're older, but they're still young to me anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I keep on seeing like this claw, like, when you have, like, I keep on seeing claws of like a crab, right? But it's also giving me like, I'm seeing them like in a crab, and I'm also seeing them like on the ground, like when you're trying to trap like a bear or something, like in the wild, or whatever you trap in the wild with claws, right? Like claw traps. So be very mindful about being around this person, and we will look, because like, again, this whole entire time the readings have been coming up with like a bunch of animals. So crabs represent emotional protection, adaptability, and the ability to navigate between conscious and subconscious realms. So when, right away off the bat, emotional protection. So again, if you have somebody that is trying to come between you and your significant other, or whatever the case may be, that you're being told ahead of time, you're being warned of what is coming your way, so that you can protect yourself, so that you can protect your relationship. Now, if you want to put it to the test and you want to see if it's true or whatever, then you go ahead and you do so. You go ahead and you meet up with this person. You go ahead and start texting with this person. You go ahead and be alone with this person. But if that ends up ruining your relationship between you and your significant other, you don't have anybody else to blame but yourself. Is what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like some of you are still kind of like questioning, like, oh, whether is it true that they like you or not, or how far will they go. If you're asking yourself like, if you're wondering how far somebody would go with you, then you have to ask yourself, why are you willing to go that far with somebody else that's not your significant other? And then maybe you should reevaluate whether you should be in a relationship with your significant other or not. And I said what I said. All right, let's go ahead and let's pull out some cards and see. Because again, I really do not like this energy of like somebody being sneaky, somebody trying to be with someone else's partner. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse with the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords with the Five of Wands, and then the King of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles. So again, there's a lot here that can be lost. Let's put it this way. If you allow yourself, hold on. Just gotta put the candle out. If you allow yourself to fall for this trap, to fall for the games, I feel that for some of you, especially if you have been feeling neglected or whatever in your partnership with your significant other. This person throwing little hints in there might make you feel a little whatever. You may like the attention, you may like the compliments and whatever, but tread very carefully, because again, this is not like a something that is just quick and innocent. This is something that can really ruin your relationship with your significant other. Now, if you tell me, well, Perla, I'm done with them, I don't want, like the romance fizzle, like I don't care if we're together or not, then do both of you a favor and just walk out of the relationship, and then pursue the friend or whoever it is, the friend's partner or whatever it is. I don't know. Everybody gets to choose their life. Like, I personally can never see myself dating somebody that dated or was married to one of my friends. I'm grateful enough that I've never been in that situation. On my end, I've had people that were in my inner circle, not necessarily friends, but people that were in the couple's friends or whatever, that did end up dating my ex-husband at one point. But again, to each their own. Everybody does whatever feels right to them, right? Whatever comes naturally to them, whatever their values and their morals are. So for those of you that are like really, you're really into your relationship and you really want to preserve your relationship, you're being told to avoid having any contact alone with this individual, or to not play into the games, because this person is in a sense setting up a trap for you. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pull out an oracle card. We're using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So let's pull out your closing message. And for those of you wondering, like, oh, are you still? Yes, my ex-husband and I are still very close friends. The summer, bask in joy and light. All right, so when we think about the summer, we think about like the fun times. We think about family, about I just think about sleep, to be honest with you. I get very, very, very sleepy in the summer. The summer has been. I'm looking forward to this summer to see, because I have an incline that this summer is going to be a little bit different than the past few summers. But usually, the past few years, summers have really been a place for me to rest and sleep, so to hibernate. So like usually what people do in the winter, I usually do in the summer, but this winter was literally a little different for me. So I'm wondering like what, like what frequency I'm in, that things are just kind of like changing a little. So I'm interested, I'm intrigued, let's put it that way. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. Summer. Rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. So again, with this whole thing that you guys have been like these energies that are coming up about you guys studying certain things, and about you guys finally seeing through certain people and putting certain people in different areas of your life, it is all coming together so that when you go ahead and you either execute something or you bring something into creation, you're able to enjoy and you're able to embrace it without having the challenges that maybe you have had in the past. So a lot of discernment is necessary for you guys during this time, especially as everything is unfolding in front of you, and spirit is showing you people's true natures and true colors of those that you're choosing to keep around you. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel, and if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye bye.